Hey guys, and welcome back for part 15 and more Mortal Kombat Invasions mode. So, on the last video, you guys saw the end of the Season 1 Invasion mode, but there's still plenty to do. It's kind of like an end game. So, did the main story that revolves, I guess, around invasions, and now it's time to venture out. I finally got one of those nether stones I talked about so much, and I can unlock an area that is blocked by a gate through the nether stones, and maybe that unlocks some more special gear. Oh no. You know, plenty more to find out, plenty more fights to still do, so let's climb in, finish up this area, and then go see what I can unlock using a nether stone. What battles, what gear, possibly. Kind of excited and kind of refreshed after that last video, to tell you the truth, being able to finish up with the last battle of the story mode for Invasions. Of course, not the last battle here. I still think there's, in fact, a place I haven't even visited yet. So, still a lot to be discovered.
Fatality. Raiden wins.
I'm guessing that's about the hardest battle I may run into. I don't know. Once I use this nether stone in my bag, I may, or in my inventory, I should guess is a better word. This bag I'm talking about doesn't exist. Once I use another stone, I might run into some battles that were worse than that scorpion battle, but like I said, something we'll have to find out. I did not want to jump that way. It was the wrong way. Honestly, at this point, I think I can just stand here. I have so much armor. I could let every single last one of those hit me, and it wouldn't matter. So, let's see. Where does going back here lead us? I'm hoping it leads to a simple chest, or maybe the collector, maybe the forge or something like that, and then I can go back to the portal and leave. Because I have been here for 2 videos now. Or at least a video and a half. Chests. Oh, another Raiden outfit. Cool deal. And an ambush. Alright, Shao Kahn. It's been a minute since I've seen Shao Kahn. Raw recruit, General Shao, whichever. Now Cub Soldier. Goodbye with your head.
Brutality. Raiden wins.
legendary Crimson Booster. this portal takes us. Of course, there is an area I can use another stone here, but I'm going to pass on that and go through the portal and on to the next area. So I guess it's just now that you've completed the fire temple, you make your choice. And I don't think I've been to the gateway portal. I don't think I've been to the Wuxi Academy. So, I don't know, everything's been kind of... hasn't looked... what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I'm at a loss for the word I'm looking for because everything's looked pretty or beautiful or just colorful, whatever you would want to say, for the other areas. Village, the festival, you know, but outside of, I guess you could say, Shang Tsung's laboratory and the Tarkatan colony, everything's looked great. It really hasn't had this dark tone that most Mortal Kombat games have had throughout its history. And I kind of feel like going to Gateway Portal because it looks like it does. It looks like it has that just stench of death attached to it. Some Mortal Kombat worthy words, right? And Wuxi Academy, on the other hand, this looks like another place that's going to look really awesome. Very colorful. So, yeah, I'm going to go Gateway Portal here. Yeah, this is like a... looks like an outworld area, maybe. Forge is right in front of me. Just run straight, and just in Forge, you continue to run straight. Let's see what's to my left. Looks like a... tower after tower in this area, it looks like. What's off to the right? Alright, so this is weekly towers. So it says. I have 5 hours left to do this. So, you know, these might be worth doing. Look at the level on it, though. I'm gonna run into some significantly harder opponents. Of course, this is all just checking out everything right now. There's no fights that I'm running into. Look at all the modifiers, the level that I probably need to be before I mess around with this. So let's go forward and see what is going on. Is the collector anywhere in here? So this is one modifier, level 30. This is hourly tower. So let's do an hourly tower. Let's match my level, so you know, I don't want to do something that's way over. And it's just 2 fights. I want to do something here. I visited here, right? So I should do something here. Got the intro and everything, so I might be getting rounds. So maybe they made the, well, had to have. It's under invasions. The towers. Kind of like the time towers. I can't remember what they were called when it came out of that. But you guys know what I'm talking about. It looks like they've moved them here as part of the season. might go check out that Wuxi Academy, in fact.
Elder gods bless me.
Take that.
Lead the storm.
Finish him.
Okay, I did that by complete accident. I don't know where the finish him came from, but I was in the middle of doing the grab. And for some reason it did that fatality. So I will take that. Not sure what happened there, but I'll take it. This might be all there really is to do after completing the original invasion, so I might have to go back to the village where I first needed a nether stone. This is probably where you also earn nether stones through the towers and stuff like that. And the very first gate I couldn't open because I needed a nether stone. The first area back in the very first video I made. This is probably where I'll start. And then go, I think, to the Living Forest. Kind of curious about that. It looked like there was a lot of fights after you unlocked that gate. And there was, I think, one, maybe two in Shang Tsung's laboratory. Okay, that was just one battle, wasn't it? Alright, yeah. So yeah, that's pulling up, or it might have been two, but that's pulling up the actual points you get and stuff. Yeah, another key. And seasonal credits, so it's a good way, I guess, to continue to earn seasonal credits, even though it looks like it wasn't all that much, just 100, and I don't know if I earned any during the battle. So keep that activated in case I do another tower here before I leave. Just wanted something around my level, and I don't know how many things are around my level. Okay, that's below my level, and it has 52 minutes left. It also has just 2 floors, but a ton of modifiers. Okay, so this one might be the one that I do. I'm going to go to my right. Two floors also on this one. It matches level 30. So it's basically our hourly tower 1, 2, and 3. So we did 1, let's do 2, and then 3. And I'm going to leave the other towers in here alone for now and just kind of look around, because mainly what I want to do in this video is kind of, like I said, you could call this, I guess, an endgame. See what is there to do after you finish invasions. What are the gates that open with the nether stone? What's behind them? Things like that. Oh god, I got a feeling we're gonna be the whole coughing and choking thing. This dust, can't see. White smoke. This might be where it really steps up and gets difficult. So, yeah. If I mean, I've been cheesing it since the start, but I really would cheese it now. I can't move. Can hardly see where I am, let alone move. Hey, Serena got a hit in there. I think I got choked up on smoke before I could follow through. I'm glad I get full health back too.
Finish him.
Oh, I lost because the time didn't reset. Wow.
Shao wins.
That is absolutely atrocious. I'm at a loss for words. I don't think I'll be doing that third hourly tower anymore.
Fight.
If I can just get through this one. If I die again, I'm out. I gotta get through this first part of this fight quick enough because the time apparently doesn't reset. Absolutely cannot see anything. This is where I need the collector to sell me some kind of armor. This is just pitiful. Can I stop choking? Whew, jeez.
Finish him.
Wow, what a mess. I just made sure to activate my amulet that way towards the end I could be full health when the time ticked down. it was hard to finish them when I got stuff still hitting me after the fact. These modifiers are out of control. Wow. Alright, yeah, it's time to get out of here and go check out what the Wuxi Academy has, and then can go back to the original starting point and unlock the gate that is blocked. You need a nether stone to open. There is a radiating stone. It's consumable. I don't know what that's going to do. I hope it does something to help with that gigantic load of crap that I just went through. That is terrible. And, you know, you're not going to find a game where you like... Well, sometimes you do. You do find games where you like everything. Look, the greatest game in the world is Red Dead Redemption 2. Argue with me about it if you want, but it won't do no good. I like everything about it. I like online. I like campaigns. I think it's the perfect game. 10 out of 10. I play that game and enjoy myself. I'm not finding myself getting frustrated. This game so far, it's had its questionable things. And it's had some really dumb moments with the modifiers. That was on top of the list #1 worst of the modifiers I've faced. Throughout this list I've done, and I'm on my 15th video, that was absolutely terrible. I mean, that was just, I don't even know. Like I said I just want to get out of here, but I've done 1, I've done 2. Why not do 3? I'll hit probably the 30-minute mark here. And do I have anything? Instantly recharges your equipped talus. It should still have 1 charge on it. It's just 2 floors. Obviously, having an extra life for the tower is not going to matter. It's just 2 floors. If I die on the second one, then I just have, you know, the first fight that I beat in the first place to get there, so there's no need to waste that soul stone for the tower on it. Just can't believe how ridiculous. Here we go again. My life's just constantly ticking away. It's something that's hitting me on this modifier. Or one of many modifiers. I mean, you have to cheese it. Whoever you have. I mean, can you imagine doing anything else with the same move over and over again? Maybe 2 of them? 1 for distance, 1 for close. Oh yeah, of course he's gonna have another. We're gonna drop it, keep it 31 seconds. I'm gonna have something hit me right off from the start like that? Come on. I mean, it doesn't even let me move yet, and I have things hitting me. Kind of crap. This comes down to me being able to have the room to activate my talisman. Activated it. That's all this is. Now it's just block, keep my health. And something hit him before I can do a fatality. That is absolutely... I know I'm saying I'm broken record here. It's ridiculous, and I'll break the record some more. Ridiculous, 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 absolutely atrocious. Needs to be eradicated. It needs to be taken by its skull. It's very big, fat, modifying skull, and it needs to be pulled out for all of us Mortal Kombat fans to watch and shot in the face with shotgun. I mean, who in the hell would think that is a good idea? And whoever thought it was a good idea, well, they need kicked in the jewels. This is an idea. This modifier Just they need to take and rack up all these modifiers. Let me clarify that the modifiers themselves need shot. I wasn't referring to a person, but the person who created it. It wouldn't hurt if they got kicked so hard in a certain spot that their stomach was hurt for the next 3 or 4 days or months. You know, wouldn't hurt. So I'm not about talking about shooting anybody. I'm talking about shooting the modifiers. I'm not talking about hurting anybody outside of maybe a bit of a little pain for a week, you know? Can you imagine the hurt you're causing the players? Like, why sit somewhere? And I've talked about this before. Could you just imagine sitting around the water cooler coming to work Monday, you're a developer working on Mortal Kombat 1, and you're like, oh man, we're the ones getting to work on the tower. Let's make sure these towers not even playable. Let's make sure their characters cough, get hit by things they can't even see, out of their control. Give them no chance, just give them luck. It's the only way to win. Let's see how superior they are. I mean, I don't know what the attitude or mindset would be, but it seems like it would be that. It seems like, okay, we're going to find a way, no matter how good you are. We're going to show you. You come to our competitions and you win $250,000, or you win $25,000, whatever it is you win. We're going to take these Combat League specialists and we're really going to give them a hard time. We're going to choke them out with smoke. We're going to make the screen white. We're going to throw, missiles, tigers, wolves, nuclear bombs, miniguns, and Megan Fox's voice acting all in their face at the same time, and see how they like that. They're not going to be able to live through that. That has to be the only idea. And what am I getting for it? A talisman that I'm probably about to get rid of, and a measly 500 crowns that, I mean, at this point are now pointless? Yeah, I mean, I could have had on ice armor, or some kind of armor that would have definitely kept me from maybe having to activate my talisman, but it's not like I could do anything but spam one move, which is what I do anyway, to tell you the truth. But it's not like, even if I didn't do that, there's nothing else I could do. That's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know how long that rant was. I apologize. I'm actually, heart rate's up here. I'm sweating over this. I don't have a lot of rants in my videos, but this is the dumbest. These modifiers, man. I've complained about it before in the past on the Mortal Kombat 11 videos. It's just stupid. I mean, look at this. You can't see nothing. You got some kind of flaming wolf or tiger or whatever the hell that is. I forgot. That's, it named that's running around. You got flying demons. You got flames coming out of the sky. And I'm getting a lot more leeway on this fight than that General Shao fight. And I think I only got to beat him, once? So yeah, I probably could do a little bit more. I probably could teleport. But then, as soon as you do, you start choking. You can't even bring Serena out without getting choked up. If I could get a brutality, I don't know, it's some kind of miracle. And the time that you're allowed is absolutely horrible. I couldn't do a brutality because something's hitting me after the fact. Then it hit him and I couldn't even do a brutality. I couldn't do a fatality. I'm gonna leave this so this attitude can completely go away. This is going to dampen the game for me. Probably I will use that, but I probably will not be coming back. I mean, is this the Chaos Realm? Yeah, I'm probably going to need that at some point. Go ahead and discard that. Look at that. How many modifiers? And the first fight's the one that's the hardest. And that's all I get for it? I mean, the seasonal credits wasn't anything. I don't see the purpose or the point in this right here. I might have to cut a video where, you know, I'll put it in the description. But I was in the middle of recording another video and then I stumbled upon this and upload this, because this has been nothing but a rant for what, the last 5, maybe 10 minutes? Oh my god, that was horrible. I will never, there's nothing that will ever bring me running back to wherever this is. Forgot the name of it. It looked cool when I was in the menu, but there's no giant green portal, and it doesn't even look as Mortal Kombat as I thought it would. You know, a lot of these areas kind of look new because it's Liu Kang's version of the world. I don't know, this looks like the area in that Mortal Kombat 2 Annihilation movie, but with snow falling. And I tell you what, I would rather watch Mortal Kombat Annihilation than to ever play any of those towers ever again. And I know they're going to get modifiers that they're changed probably by hour, and hey look, these are not that bad. But you know, next time it'll be flying dog shit, fireworks, umbrellas smacking you out of nowhere, knives flying around, fucking planes crashing. I mean, I don't understand the idea behind that. I don't think anyone enjoys it. I felt like they kind of toned it down a whole lot until I come across that. I'm gonna get off of it now. Sorry. No more gateway portal. Because it's chaos. That has to be the chaos realm right there. I said Wuxi Academy is what I would check out next. Let's head there. Okay, so this is a place you come to practice. Set up a nice little class for your character. That's not really something I want to do, but I do want to sell some stuff while there is the collector here, thankfully. So this looks like another area you're not really going to be unlocking anything. So it looks pretty much like this is going to be a shortened part 15. Yeah, I'll sell you that level 1 for sure, and that level 1. And that level 1. Block damage to life, block damage to health, I mean, and then damage to life. Looks like a pretty good one to have. Fire or talisman. Really, what I have equipped, I think, is, which I've converted to several things, and then, you know, it does not even throw projectiles, but it radiates an aura of magic around yourself, and I thought if I converted it to fire, it would do fire. It did do fire at one point, but now it's still that I converted to electric after fire. It's gone back to just having the magical purple aura over me, but still 1400 health on activation, so you kind of in situations like that you need it. So either this talisman or the blood aura activates almost just as much, plus armor against up to 836. So this might be when I actually switch to. That's level 20. Seems to do nothing. Has no bonuses unless I start adding them. I'm just going to get rid of it. And then this level 1, of course. And this consumable, I don't need that. Leave the space open. So yeah, I guess this is a very peaceful looking area. But this says random with a question mark on it. Doesn't show level or anything. Right, so maybe it'll at least be a fight that, if anything, is some XP.
Fight.
It's got a little bit more health than me, what it looks like, but I'm guessing this is just all about practicing every bit of it. I'm not thinking any chests are going to be found around here, and that will even go further than these three little, you know, three little platforms. Probably be it. You know, see, I get that I do this regardless, and it's all I do. But when you have so much going on the screen like that, it's not even like I could sit here and, you know, try to do a combo like that. And thanks to Striker, I can't jump into no combos either. Well, I can do other stuff. It just leads to me getting locked into headlock, though, so why? Just stick with what I know. I don't appreciate that. Yeah, there we go. No, he has a second battle. Okay. Oh, you got a little aura of magic around you, huh? I didn't know they just carried these things willingly in the Wuxi Academy. This looks a lot different than the Wuxi Academy in Shaolin Monks, that's for sure. Of course, most of the time you see the Wuxi Academy and the Shaolin Monks, it's burning down thanks to the Tarkatans. You're still not seeing any pink leaves. Alright, Striker. Can't believe there's something in this game I found I dislike more than you, but leave it to the modifiers. You keep attacking me though, Striker. You're gonna work your way back to the top of the list in a heartbeat. Magically untouchable all of a sudden? Yeah, can't hit you all of a sudden. They didn't teach me that when at the Wuxi Academy there. Striker, I swear. Just...
Finish him.
You know what? No brutality. Forget about it. So I guess it just gives you random opponent, random cameo, probably. That's what the question mark means. That's somewhere around your level and somewhere around your armor, health, and stats. I mean, I did get a talisman for it. Seems to be all I'm getting right now. Yeah. So it's just these three. In practice is nothing that has to be required. All lines are blue here, so back into the portal I go. So that's everything visited. I'm gonna go back into the village. That is where I'm going to go spin this one nether stone that I have. I don't know if this is the right, way I should go about it. probably going to get ambushed about at least twice on the way there. I'm surprised I haven't been attacked yet. Is it through here? I think all roads lead to the same place. Alright, so here is where I can unlock. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, so level 30. I guess that's what they would figure. You're gonna come back and try this. So maybe you could finish off this here on a positive note. Maybe I'll get something cool. I don't know.
Fight.
I hope I don't get a bunch of modifiers. Look, I like the Raining Blood thing. It doesn't bother me at all. In fact, it reminds me of the Slayer song, the only thing that makes me think, hey, Slayer. I'm good with that. In fact, I think the song should play when it rains blood. Maybe that wasn't a modifier, maybe that was just one move, General Shao's. I've had some matches where that's gone on the whole time, so. Alright, here comes his second portion where he's going to be all shielded up. Alright, your shield is going to be met with electricity, as per usual. And I got the whole chaos going on. Don't know when circle all of a sudden is R1. I like this because it brings this element of not knowing what I'm going to do and hoping what I'm trying to do works. See, stuff like that. Look at that. I'm making hits that when I was trying to grab and shock him and ended up making a couple of hits. See, that's not bad. When you have 25 things going off on the screen, that is ridiculous. Now this is a little heavy on the chaos compared to the usual. Still, it's not like it's real threatening. It kind of just saved me there. You have all the time in the world, middle of the time, 150 seconds, who's going to need that? And I got a brutality at the end. So that is okay. And that's what I've been mostly seeing. It's kind of modifiers, but in a very toned down level where you're seeing so many of them. So that is better right there. Oh, ambushed. I was wondering when that was going to happen.
Finish him.
I haven't given Serena any love, I think, yet. And this I may have. But I'll let her take care of the fatality there.
Fatality. Raiden wins.
And another talisman. Seems like there's going to be a lot of talismans to sell for a lot of crowns. Hellfire Nemesis.
Fight.
Oh man, what a awesome awesome outfit. That will definitely be my go-to Scorpion outfit if I can obtain that. I hope I do not have to end up going through a tower full of modifiers to obtain that. Because then I may never obtain it. And some modifiers, but not anything too crazy. I mean, that flying bat did just cost me up a bit there. Yeah, go ahead and get me down to my fatal blow.
Finish him. Fatality. Raiden wins.
Oh, that's not the one I was just wearing, but that's still an awesome costume. Still an awesome skin unlocked for Scorpion. And another one unlocked. Look at that. Unlocking all kind of palettes for that skin. It's definitely worth acquiring these nether stones. Hopefully by the end of these battles I'll get another.
Fight.
Striker, you idiot, go away. I love that he just says, I won't relent while I'm just repeating this. Come on, keep stepping into it. Their armor's definitely starting to match up with me, or health, I guess you could say. Now I guess I know how long it would take to kill me, having 3,412. How much health did she end up having? Okay, 2,712, so... Yeah, 100 is taking forever to kill her. Look at the damage on the uppercut. You should be doing uppercuts. Oh, and round 2 basically of this. This ought to be fun. And inject yourself with something that's nice. Now I'm just going to do this over and over again. Can't see anything. I mean, I was doing that over and over again anyway. That's part of it still. I'm guessing, you know, these modifiers, I haven't really taken any resistance. I guess you probably can get some 100% resistant ones. I would think you would have to be able to get, like on those towers I was doing, there has to be some kind of 100% resistance to that smoke. Where you're not sitting there choking every 2 seconds. Or where you have a resistance, you know, I'm seeing some of these modifiers say like 15% resistance. Well, that's not going to stop it. Is that a resistance to the amount of damage that it does? Is it like, well, 15% of the time it won't hit you, but the rest of it will? I'm not sure. I need to start putting some of that to the test, which I'll do when I'm not recording a video. I may mess around with those towers again, but that's going to be a... Well, I'm not recording a video, so I can scream the first thought comes to my head without worrying about, hey, the video is going to get hit for profanity, which I know I ripped off some profanity anyway. It just kind of came out. It was a legit frustration. You know, I try never to share that really in my videos. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but I try not to cuss too much. Even though I'm talking about a game where heads are popping off. Clearly, it's if YouTube wants to hit it for, you know, 18 plus, they're going to do that anyway. So there's this one, and then another locked gate. Oh no, that gate's unlocked on both sides. Okay, so it's just this one. Forge over there. Alright, so am I gonna get some kind of outfit for old Megan Fox here? Or maybe at least another stone. Oh, look at her damage, 4,500. She can take. she seems to be getting injured faster than Melina. Maybe that's over the course of 2 rounds or however many times she gets up. I don't think so. I think that's all her damage just getting absolutely annihilated. Maybe my element defeats hers. That's another thing I noticed. This game set it very early on in Evasions. Make sure to have, you know, an element to battle another, and I've stuck the lightning through everything. Oh yeah, just one fight. Lose your head.
Brutality.
Because I could have gone through there and that would have been my first fight I would have done. So I think technically that scorpion fight was the big fight. No nether stones though. Maybe I just need one nether stone to unlock all the nether stone gates. Guess that's a thing I can go start testing out. I'll definitely get rid of the level 1. Discard that. So I guess it's back to, well, the collector if I could find them. That's everything in here. I technically just unlocked a gate that was already unlocked, but okay. But it did unlock it nonetheless without having another nether stone, so I think it's just having the one should unlock everything. So when I do part 16, we'll be in the Living Forest, because that's where I'm going to go next. Doing all those battles that were locked behind that gate. Kind of excited about that. Again, I do believe there was one in... Shang Tsung's laboratory. But I'm going to go to, just for some personal redemption, I'm going to go back to the Living Forest. I'm also going to go see the collector and mess around with that chaos of the towers again and see if I can figure out if there's some kind of like 100% out of here 100% resistance to any of those insane modifiers. Try to figure out what the deal with that is. Outside of that, that is just absolutely ridiculous.
Fatality. Raiden wins.
Another talisman I'm probably going to have to get rid of. I hate when the talismans fill up. They just need to expand upon this where you can scroll down. They also need to let you discard more than one when you're brought up to that screen. I probably didn't have to do all that. I probably just gone to the main menu and then come back in and picked an area. But I feel like it's necessary to travel because I can get ambushed, fight, level up, you know, earn more seasonal credits. Especially when it just takes you to the next area, you know. So I don't want to go all the way through here. No way. That'll take forever to get to the Living Forest. This, what is Shang Tsung's laboratory would have been next. How many seasonal credits do I even have right now? Since I'm here. 5,295. So I'm still earning them. Just out of curiosity, I want to go and make sure. I don't know why I took a trip around the world before going to the Living Forest. know the nether gate that, or the gate that needs to be opened, that leads to over there, in fact, is just right here. So it's another good reason to go here. Outside of being ambushed, I knew that was about to happen.
Ambush.
I didn't know that any of that was going to happen. Goodness, Kenshi. So do they kind of figure, did they figure in the fact that they thought maybe you would go all the way back to the first village and then go from place to place to place to place using the nether stones? That's what I'm wondering, because if they kind of were figuring in on that,
Fatality.
when I unlock this gate right here, this might be fights that are beyond my level. Actually, could be, might not be. There's a little bit of a freeze there. But I do have plenty of crowns to buy things to counteract anything really that I come across. It's time to start really using that, I guess. Because I'm going to start coming across troubled fights like I did with Shao Kahn. So I think you can make the entrance either through there or through here, from what I remember. I might have just been here. So yeah, all the gates that require the nether stone are now unlockable. And she's just level 22. So this is where I will be when I come back for part 16. So this is part 15 with a little bit of a rant in it, you know. Yeah, sorry about that. So finally got the nether stone, finding out what that's about. Got a little bit of taste of that in this video, and going to open up all the areas in the next video, no matter how long it takes, whether it's an hour, 2 hour, 3 hour video. I'm going to wrap this invasion series up with the next video, but for now I'm signing off with part 15, and when I do another one of these, it will be right here from this spot. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in part 16.